I ain't tripping, this is easy, easy. Got them excited to meet me. I got diamonds, you got CZs, CZs. Wake up, get to it and repeat. Hey, I ain't hearing nothing haters say. Let them talk about us. My whole crew is about 100 deep. Gotta walk around us. I kill it and then I walk away. Put the chalk around it. I just get low key and watch them talk about it. I'm in New York and we finna get loose. Squeeze the big apple and give me the juice. Don't wanna talk, I just do what it do. My alter egos can fill up a room. Hop on the flight, take a trip to Peru. That hop in the whip that is missing the roof. My woman a fire, just look at my boo. I'm the almighty, I'm feeling like Bruce. Ooh. I don't need much, ability to do. Ooh. Breaking the hearts and breaking the rules. Ooh. 10 out of 10, I'm feeling like two. I ain't tripping, this is easy. Got them excited to meet me. I got diamonds, you got CZs. Wake up, get to it and repeat. Hey, I ain't hearing nothing haters say. Let them talk about us. My whole crew is about 100 deep. Gotta walk around us. I kill it and then I walk away. Put the chalk around it. I just get low key and watch them talk about it. Every week I got a mission to get it. Hop on a flight and then finish in business. I'm sitting in business, just look at the ticket. A traveling man, I'm switching to pivot. Why would I talk about it when I live it? I know that you live it, I know that you mad. Putting up numbers and flipping the digits again and again. Well, you get it. Elevate and enjoy the saga. Better pay, give me more of them dollars. Still on the grind, ahead of my time. My yesterdays are yom and yanas. Trip to Hawaii to bust out the haka. I bust out the haka. I bust out the ooh. When there's nothing to do. Never been capping, you know that it's true. Haters are climbing your river like boo. Breaking the hearts and breaking the rules. Ooh. 10 out of 10, I'm feeling like two. I ain't tripping, this is easy. Got them excited to meet me. I got diamonds, you got CZs. Wake up, get to it and repeat. Hey, I ain't hearing nothing haters say. Let them talk about us. My whole crew is about 100 deep. Gotta walk around us. I kill it and then I walk away. Put the chalk around it. I just get low key and watch them talk about it. Yeah.
Run it back.
Yeah.
Run it back.
Run it back. Run it back. Run it back. Run it back. Run it back. Run it back. Run it back. Run it back. Run it back. Run it back. Run it back. Lost everything I ever wanted. Want it back. Got a problem, never run from that. Have fun with that. Get the W, then double back. That. Shit. Watch how I react. Fight back, stay down. Now we taking on. Got the flight. Promise you if anybody can, homie, I can. Get the right man. Baby, I'm my own hype man. Yeah. Run it back. Run it back. Run it back. Run it back. Run it.
Well, first opened back in 1975. There's a look inside the iconic Superdome in downtown New Orleans. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the Cleveland Browns taking on the New Orleans Saints. 3-0 versus 0-3. Will current form hold? We'll find out as we're off in week 4. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Let's go!
They begin with a run by Miller. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. You look at this Browns defense. And this unit, very tough to throw against. Currently second best in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Here's Lance. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. To throw, it's Lance. And he fires one, but incomplete.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. Pulled in at the 24. That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. This defense for the Saints, they were very good a week ago in that win over Minnesota.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
Here's Watson now on 2nd down. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That's good for a Cleveland 1st down, an 11-yard pickup. Now that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
On 1st down, Gaffney. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Second and 5. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. From the 48-yard line, here's a 2nd and 5. Watson. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Njoku. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints 36. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
From the 32-yard line now, here's a 2nd and 7. Up the middle they go. Gaffney, and good running, going to get this down close to a 1st at the Saints 28.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
I do know that owners, when they watch their quarterbacks running with the football, they usually hold their breath because that's the franchise. But when you're getting that kind of a gain, hard to argue against calling it.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. He'll wind up losing 3 there on the sack. Good pressure, and it's 2nd down. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
So maybe just a momentary setback on what's been a great drive so far, but 2nd and 13 here. Now a handoff up the middle. Gaffney. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there, so from 2nd and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Third and 8. On 3rd down, Gaffney. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves him looking at a 4th down.
Well, partner, if the defense isn't going to adjust and they keep giving them those 5, 6, 7-yard runs over and over, they're likely to run it the whole way to the end zone. They'll be more than happy to take the yardage available and save some of their other plays in the playbook for another time.
York able to send this one through, and the Browns are out to a 3-0 lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball.
And now off to the races, down the right side. He may go. And finally down at the 9-yard line. Off of play action, and here's Lance. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
Trouble, 38. Set.
They'll give it up the middle to Miller. And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back.
Here we go.
3rd and goal from the 2, and they're going with a jumbo set offensively.
White, white. You, yellow. Ready, ready.
Now Lance. And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. Only a 3-yard loss there on the sack, but more importantly, it leads to a 4th and goal. Will Lutz now to try the New Orleans field goal. This is an easy one, 23-yarder. The kick by Lutz is good. Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for it.
You're exactly right about that, and this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, they took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
The Browns drive about to get started. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now Watson. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
And that's the knowledge you gain from being in this league for a long time. He's learned the hard way when to give up and fight another down. And that's a smart move to throw it away.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. In motion is Phillips. Watson on 3rd down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. That's taken on the 25. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Ready,
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd down and a yard.
set.
Play action. Now it's Lance. Sliding out of the pocket. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. They'll get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
As he came to the line of scrimmage, he knew he didn't need much to reset the chain, so when he saw the space he needed, no hesitation. He went to the marker and got his guys a 1st down.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
Ready.
And Lance now to throw. Olave over the middle. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that will bring up 2nd down. Throwing now is Lance. All right, rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. And the Browns are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
After the interception, here's Watson. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Isaiah Foskey brings him down. Boy, that's tough, Charles. First play of the drive, you're hoping to stay ahead of schedule. You take that huge sack, and now you're facing second and a mile.
And the entire time, you were probably thinking the same thing I was. Either get rid of the ball safely, of course, or go down. The yardage he gave up on that play, that's going to be tough for them to make up.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
And this drive was almost over before it began, thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion, one more good rep, and they get off the field.
This offense on third down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be third and a mile. To throw is Watson. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Now on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Here we go.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
Lance's throw caught by Olave. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a first down.
Ready.
Inside handoff now. Miller. Look at this. Middle of the field. A breakaway. Down to the 10. Touchdown. New Orleans. Kendre Miller. His second rushing touchdown of the year. And the Saints have taken the lead. Well, we've seen it many times. He is always a threat to go the distance anytime he's got the ball in his hands. And on this occasion, he did just that.
Well, he's definitely the guy that makes this offense go. And when you're an RB1, running back 1, you've got to be willing to be patient at times as well. Not every run's going to be the home run we saw there. But once you get that opportunity and that opening, you take full advantage.
But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. And he swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Watson. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. Gaffney. He was brought down there by Julian Love. Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth.
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
A shotgun snap for Watson. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now it's Watson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
On 1st down, Gaffney. And some room to work. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. 44 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Watson. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Grady Jarrett making his presence felt. He gets the sack. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Here's Watson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Browns are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by York is up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they'll have 50 seconds to work with, so that really plenty of time to try to put something together.
Ready?
On first down, Lance. Underneath for Miller. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. And Lance going to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like right at the 40. Excellent work there by Lance as he scrambles for the first down.
Well, that's a nice job right there. He's looking downfield, but with no one open, he takes off and tries to run for it. He gets to the sidelines and gets out of bounds with a first down.
Lance now on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 17 there and a New Orleans first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Lance now on first down. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Let's go.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Ready.
Here's Lance to throw it. On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete.
I think you put just a little bit too much heat on that one. When you throw it to the outside, you do have to be careful because you got to keep it away from the defender, but you also have to give your own guy a chance too.
Ready.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Hut.
Again, it's Lance. Pass taken in by his big tight end. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 23 yards on the play.
But normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation, you have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run, and I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
Edo blue. Set.
On 1st and 10, here's Lance. Throw left side complete. That's Perry. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. A gain of 8 there on the play, and it'll be 2nd and a couple.
Ready.
Here's Lance. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
A good job in coverage there. They took away his top read on the play, so he went through his progressions and ended up settling on his running back who scored on their last possession, but the coverage held. It goes incomplete.
Claws red. Set.
Now a play fake. Lance rolling to his right. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds.
3rd and short, and they decided not to run for it, and he's able to escape the pressure, finds a clear throwing lane outside the pocket, gets the completion, and picks up the first down.
The kick by Lutz is good. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports. The fair catch taken short of the goal line, and they'll begin this 3rd quarter at their own 25. The Browns drive about to get started. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people would think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. And that is taken in by Njoku. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
On first down, it's Watson. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Watson. That to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Watson. And that is incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the 3rd quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
Ready?
Throwing on first down is Lance. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
On the set.
Second and 10. Now a toss running left. This is Miller. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 61 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. And the offense moving quickly to the line. And Lance, he's going to change the play.
Ready?
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A first down carry now for Miller. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Second and a couple. To throw, it's Lance. Buying time to his left. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 25-yard line. And now they're in the hurry up. Play action, now it's Lance. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Blaster, 6. Ready.
Throwing on second and long. Lance. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Down.
9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile.
Blue striker. Hut.
Lance looking to throw it. He completes it to Olave. He'll get 17 back there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Nice job understanding the situation. 3rd and long, kept the play in front of them and made the tackle. They gave up a good chunk of yardage, but it does force a 4th down.
A 35-yard attempt. The kick by Lutz is good, and that extends their advantage to 6. It's 16-10. So it was a 3-point lead at halftime, and they double that with a field goal here.
And I think defensively, you've got to be okay with that because you kept this game within a touchdown. Your hope is that you've inspired your offense to put a drive together, get in the end zone themselves, and hopefully get you the lead.
And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And he'll be taken down. 19 yards there on the catch and run. Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now a give right side. Gaffney. There he goes right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Browns are an extra point away now from moving out in front.
Well, I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Extra point by York is up and good. And that will put them on top here in the third. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gassed,
yeah,
right?
A little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting upfield, only giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
Here's a 2nd and 5. And now the Browns are going to take another timeout. And that's going to leave them with just 1 timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. Now 2nd and 5. Now Lance. Tries the left side and finds Olave. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. Here's a give to Miller. A little juke. 82 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Back now here live in New Orleans. And we've got a dandy here. A 1-point game as we begin the 4th. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. They'll run it again with Miller. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. From the gun, it's Lance. Throwing out right here, caught by Olave. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4. Now it's Miller running right. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing now is Lance. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
Here's 2nd and 10. Into the hands of Perry, complete. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. The Saints on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Off of play action, here's Lance. Complete to Likely. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 13 yards down to the 13.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Being chased out left. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. For 13 yards out. And the Saints answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. But plenty of scoring here of late, and our lead changes hands now in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, they just gave up a touchdown the other end, so they knew that with time getting short, they had to put something together here, and they were able to do so and retake the lead right back.
All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. Lance going to try to throw for this. Flushed out right. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fit. Kickoff will move the ball to the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
How about the big guy there showing some agility? He just floated from his D-tackle position in order to make that play.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Back to throw, Watson. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. No gain on the play. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. And they couldn't get anything going there out on the right side in the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They will indeed snap it to Watson. That is caught, and they're able to get this one across the 35. And they're going to speed things up here. Again, it's Watson. To the left side and complete for Amari Cooper. A big play there on the catch and run. 45 yards.
This is what made the West Coast offense a staple around the NFL in the 80s and 90s. You don't have to push the ball deep downfield to come up with big plays, and there's an example of that right there.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Up the middle they go. Gaffney. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A great effort there with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Browns are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the fourth as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the fourth quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Second down, 8 yards to go. Again, it's Miller. And he powers his way up past the 30.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Well, here's a big one. You can just feel it. This is third down now. Here's Lance to throw it. He's got his target. It's Olave. And, oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
They got the completion. Now, they probably had 2 plays called in the huddle, so they've got to get to the line of scrimmage, get set, and run their 4th down play.
Here it is, 4th and inches. And they'll go for it. Lance. Pass caught. Miller. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
And they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
Ready?
Lance looking to throw. Out to his left. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
Could this be the drive that ultimately wins the game? How about the initiative he just took there? Running with it after he couldn't find a throwing lane, and he drove them into range for a game-winning field goal with that play. What an opportunity they've been presented to come through with the win.
This is 1st and 10. Now a handoff to Miller. few times here today. This run's not going to go anywhere. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. With just over 30 seconds remain. Here's 2nd and 10 now. A shotgun handoff now to Miller. And he's going to take this one down to the 25.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Okay, ready.
A big play looming on 3rd down.
On the ball. Ready.
They'll try to run for it with Miller. But he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game. So it all rests now on the right leg of Will Lutz. 2 seconds on the clock. This for the win. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And Bourbon Street, it'll be alive tonight. The Saints have won it. What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location. So being at home, that can be a big deal because remember, they were down to their final chance to retake the lead. That home field advantage, I think it helped fuel all of what happened for them down the stretch. A huge win.
So for New Orleans, hey, they finish a perfect month of September as they move to 4-0.
Oh.